Hey, Key.
What is it, Toon?
You know what I like?
What do you like?
I like Legos. And you know what you like? Scooby Doo.
Yeah, I do like Scooby Doo very much.
So you want to know what happens when you put both of them together?
What happens when you put both of them together, Toon?
You get this. Freaking Lego Scooby Doo Haunted Hollywood.
Haunted hawking piece of hooey is what it should be called.
Yeah, you know me, Toon Critic. And you got
Keyframe.
Yeah, Keyframe over here.
We just finished watching this movie. Can you tell how much of a succubus it is of energy?
I thought this was gonna be okay, because you know Lego movies aren't really bad. I mean, some of the Lego movies seem to have a nice self-aware charm to them, like the Lego Star Wars ones they put out. So since they got their hands on Scooby-Doo for Lego Dimensions, you know, maybe it could be good. Guess what? It wasn't. It sucked.
It sucked more than what I thought it was going to be. The only Lego-related joke. The only Lego-related joke to be like, oh, we're made out of Legos. They made two. One was their hair kept constantly falling off. That was funny twice, and then they used it 17 times. Then the other one was right at the very end. They were unmasking a villain, and they accidentally pulled off both heads.
Isn't that death?
They're Legos. I don't know how death exists in Legoland.
Yeah, I don't know either, because if you take off the head, technically that's like ripping someone's head off. And the only thing we saw was like in the Lego movie with like the crazy glue, so... Listen, I'm trying to apply logic to a Lego movie here.
Think about what you just said. Applying logic to a Lego movie.
Fair enough. So, I'll quickly summarize the plot. Shaggy and Scooby somehow win a all-expenses-paid trip to Hollywood. They find out that the studio they're going to is in disarray, and there are monsters running around the lot, so it's up to the good old Mystery Inc. to save the day.
And there's substance abuse problems, and bad acting, and death, and long-lost sons of previous movie stars, and James Arnold Taylor.
And not Samuel Vincent, Sam, wow, I can't remember his name.
Scott
Menville.
Yeah, and, wow, where do we start?
Okay, let's get the one big thing out of the way. We know this movie was bad, but the one thing we can take away from this, this didn't need to be a Lego movie. The plot of this you could have applied to any other type of movie, but for some reason it's a Lego movie, and as such it doesn't quite feel like a Lego movie.
Oh my god, yeah, it didn't feel like a Lego movie at all. This could have been animated the same way as every other Scooby movie, and it would have been the same movie. The whole reason that you would do something in a different medium is to utilize the most of that medium. Besides everything being made out of Legos and them switching their hairs of hats, there was no reason for this to exist the way it did. There wasn't even like a reference to Lego Dimensions. That's what I thought this whole movie was going to be about.
There kind of was with Shaggy dressing up as Batman, I guess.
Yeah, but it's like, why, if they were going to, if they have these properties and everything, why don't they just use, like, the whole Hollywood thing with the other properties, like Ghostbusters and the Justice League and all the stuff that they have for Lego Dimensions? They could have just been like, the Scooby Gang get transported into Hollywood Legoland, or just make a Lego Dimensions movie. That's obviously what you guys want to do. That's why you have this plane that's painted like the mystery. You
want to talk about the plane?
Oh, let me talk about the plane. For some reason, they bring in a plane at the end of the second act, which in one scene the wings come off, but then suddenly, oh, it can fly, and Shaggy and Scooby know how to perfectly fly an aeroplane.
We've seen Scooby-Doo movies do weirder things, I guess.
Yeah, but then they go to set up this huge trap for the last act. They took the effort to paint the plane as the Mystery Machine. I don't know why this pisses me off as much as it does, but it does. it's just like it's kind of like the straw that breaks the camel's back. There's so many logical fallacies in this movie, so many fallacies of just why does this exist, that was the thing that kind of broke the glass in my head, that just made me want to scream. It's so stupid. This movie is so stupid. Say the things that you don't like about the movie too, and I'm gonna just sit here in my fetal position.
Well, as I've stated many times before, I'm not the biggest Scooby Doo fan, but, you know, I like some of the movies, I like some of the formulas they go with, but thing is, if you've seen one Scooby Doo movie, you've seen them all, and that actually, when Shaggy's able to, like, interrupt the guy at the beginning when they finish, like, catching the guy, just like, yeah, we know, can we go now, can we get something to eat? I'm like, okay, that's the only funny joke that I can take away from this. Shaggy became self-aware and wanted the criminal to shut up. He was not having any of your crap. There was a lot of filler in this movie. There were several scenes which, watching them, I'm thinking, was this needed, other than having, like, Daphne, like, mess around, or having Shaggy and Scooby have a full scene where they're just doing nothing to move the plot forward. This movie is about 75 minutes long. I understand that, but even then, it still feels like they tried to pad their way into it, just adding some scenes that weren't funny. Like the humor in this movie, this was not funny. I've seen Scooby-Doo do funnier. What was the last one we reviewed? The freaking Scooby-Doo and Kiss movie? That was great, because it was so stupid.
Was awesome!
It was so stupid, but it was great. And I thought that would be the same effect with the Lego Scooby Doo movie. In fact, it was the opposite, because it doesn't feel like a Scooby-Doo movie either. It just feels like, hey, we're the characters, we're gonna do our thing, and, like, you have the voice talents back, you have, I guess, somewhat of the same formula to it, but by this point,
it feels like such a soulless cash-in. And we're talking about Warner Brothers.
We're talking about the Lego Scooby Doo movie, so
yeah, how much soulless can you get? But, like, oh, okay. To me, the only two good characters in this movie were Velma and Shaggy.
Aren't they always?
Shaggy is good in every movie. There is not a bad Shaggy role. But, yeah, Velma, thank God that you exist, because you pretty much you're the only one that gets the plot moving.
Yeah, she was not having any of this. She was the one trying to figure things out. She was actively trying to at least push things forward, when Fred clearly wasn't. God, I can't stand Fred. Were Fred and Daphne just beaten over the head with the idiot stick this entire time? Daphne especially?
I don't know. It's like at the beginning, Fred was actually very tolerable, and then he became a director. And everything went franken creepy. Just like, there was one other good character in it, in my opinion. That was the female actress character that they brought in, the Abalik girl. She was entertaining because, well, she was just, you know, that actress who is not willing to take anyone's shit. I like that.
Kind of like Elvira.
Yeah, but still, okay, I actually said this at the beginning of when we were watching this movie. They state that they're from Crystal Cove, which is from Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. They have the same cast as Be Cool Scooby-Doo with the Velma voice. I really just want to believe that this comes from the Be Cool Scooby-Doo thing, but that also just makes me think, oh God, is Be Cool Scooby-Doo in the same canon universe as Mystery Incorporated? Stop tainting the things I love, Warner Brothers. You make it so hard to like you.
I took one look at Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I gave it a chance on A Tune Be Continued, and I was not interested in it whatsoever.
It just... There's no full way to articulate how... See, the thing is that Toon got bored with this movie.
I got bored! I was really bored throughout this.
I got angry. This movie made me angry just by the sheer fact of its, like... Nothing was good. Even the Lego animation itself was just kind of like, okay. Nothing else was good. It's just like, why do you exist? And the thing is that it kind of gets me sad. Sad in a very different sense. They're basically going to reboot everything with the new...
The Scoob movie, Scoob.
Yeah, with the new Scoob movie. So they're also rebooting all the direct-to-video stuff. So given that this is 2016, and they haven't, except for the WWE movie sequel.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey Key, there's the sequel. There's the sequel we gotta look at too, which is even better.
And yeah, the great thing is everyone's like, oh, you guys should review Zombie Island. You guys should review Cyberspace. Yeah, stop making us look at all these bad movies, and we can get to the good movies. But it's besides the stupid WWE sequel, there's no other direct-to-video movies announced. Are these the last 2 direct-to-video Scooby movies we're going to see until the theatrical one? Till then, I have a very bad taste in my mouth right now.
You and me both. There's really not much that we can talk about this. I mean, we did this as a live stream promise, so don't get mad at us. This is just What did you expect? It's a Lego Scooby Doo movie. Were you expecting the same caliber of the Kiss movie?
Or the puppet movie?
Okay, I'll be honest. It's not as bad as the puppet movie.
But that kind of makes it worse, doesn't it? Is that it's not phenomenally bad that we have a lot to talk about. So it's just it's just in that weird limbo, of just.
That's how you know a movie is bad, if there's barely anything we can talk about with it. If we have bad stuff, okay. If we have barely any good stuff, but if there's a very minimal amount of things we can even talk about in this movie, that's not a good sign.
Hey, Toon.
What?
I know something that can help redeem ourselves to your fans, because I know a lot of them in the comments are going to be like, what the hell, guys? This thing was only 10 minutes long.
What did you expect? Go watch the movie for yourself if you want.
I have a film, nay, a motion picture, so phenomenal that we can redeem ourselves.
Are we finally going to do on Zombie Island?
Even better.
Oh, great.
Scooby Doo! Franken-creepy! You've seen that movie, haven't you?
You made me sit through that. That movie made me want to rip my hair out. Don't make me go through that, please. I'd rather go through this WWE Scooby Doo movie too.
Well, let's leave it up to our wonderful commenters. Commenters, you have a choice between 3 movies. Maybe Toon will put a straw poll in the description. I don't know.
Franken-creepy. The second
www.wwemovie2.com.
I don't even remember the title of it, but yeah, the second Scooby-Doo WWE movie.
Or Zombie Island.
You do know everyone's gonna vote for Zombie Island, right?
I trust my fans to know what's best.
Okay.
So, Grand Funk Master 14. Make your choice in the straw poll below. Because we will see who prevails. Because I know that if you pick Zombie Island, we don't know which side of Toon will come out in that movie. It could be the wonderful, tolerable side that we have now. Or it could be the other side. I'm just glad that... Yeah, because I'm just glad that he's not here right now, because, let's face it, I probably would have murdered him if he came out after watching that movie. How is Cartoons doing, by the way, Toon?
That's odd, because I haven't heard anything from him recently. I was really surprised. I would have expected him to... What's good, my amigos? Yeah!
Oh no. Hi, Cartoons.
Hey, it's the Keister, the almighty Keister. What's up?
First of all, don't call me Keister, or else those Kanye Wish shutter shades of yours are going right up your ass.
You know, there was one thing that good old Toonie here didn't mention about the movie, and I'll just lay it to you like this. This movie, let it be known that the only thing that saved the studio from going down, the one thing that I'm very proud of, it was saved by the making of a found footage horror movie. Because, as we all know, nobody cares about old monster movies. That sort of thing is dead. I bet the people who appreciate that always go to those cute little Rocky Horror Picture Show movies that are so boring and overrated. And let it also be known that one of the greatest moments, one of the greatest cinematic masterpiece moments, was Scooby Doo taking a selfie to end the movie.
I'm gonna murder everything. I'm done. I'm gonna murder you. Golden Fox, come here.
Cartoons, what have you done?
See you later, people.
There is no Christ, only Scooby Doo saying selfie.
The power of Scooby compels you.